The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Sunflower Media Mint. Some programs might include strong images or language that might be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What can you do with 30 minutes? For us, we define things. Straightforward. New perspectives. No gray area. It is black and white. You're listening to the New You Podcast.
Nakaka-pressure naman. Ako lang nakikita mo, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Good evening tonight, May 19, 2020, on a Tuesday night. The New You Podcast, live now on Facebook. Together on the show with me is Reg. My name is H. And our guest for this evening. Well, we have the cast and of course the director of Ang Huling El Bimbo, the musical. We have Gab Pangilinan, we have Fee Ramos, and we have Dexter Santos on the show. Welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome, guys! Hi!
Hi!
Fee Ramos. Charot.
Fee Palmos.
Fee Palmos. Sorry, it's Fee Palmos.
Yan.
Baka naman mabash tayo dyan. Pero it's Fee Palmos. I'm tweaking Sir
Hi.
Dexter's camera here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
There.
Alright. Hi,
Bakit ako lang
guys.
yung hindi naka-black and white?
Now you're on that. Sorry.
Kamusta kayo, guys? How are you guys
Hi,
doing? Kamusta ang ating lockdown experience ngayon?
Ito, lockdown pa rin.
Oo. Trying to survive, iniiwasang mabulok. Mabulok?
Mabulok
Kasi-
talaga.
Kasi 63 days na eh. Tama ba? 63, 64? We're on the 64th day of the lockdown na.
Yes.
Wala na, hindi ko na alam kung pang ilan na to.
Hindi ko na rin nabilang eh. I lost track already.
Yeah.
So, good.
Nag-evolve din eh.
Right. So last night, actually,
Sorry?
last night, matagal na kami hindi nakita nila Fee and Gabe. Because last night, we were just
Yeah.
talking. Okay, pero for tonight,
Namiss ko sila eh.
this is for the new you, and we're talking about, well, the new theater for tonight. Like the show itself, though, like what we've been discussing with the previous episode, it's a straightforward show, a podcast na you can download in Spotify right after, and Apple Podcast for those Apple users. And it's the live version of this show will be available on YouTube as well. So you can go check out our websites, www.newuph.com. Okay, so it's here on the screen naman. For tonight, it's going to be a free-flowing, fun discussion on, since lockdown time right now. How are these guys doing? I mean, the theater scene, that industry. Recently, we've seen Ang Huling El Bimbo aired on live television. That's a new experience for every one of us. I know for a fact na madaming hindi nanonood ng theater or hindi naman totally, what you call this, open or exposed to that kind of art. And with that exposure, with that chance na naibigay ng, well, the media itself to you guys, how do you see the new theater? In your own words. Who wants to start?
Sino?
Pangilinan. Sige, Pangilinan Palmos Santos.
Sino talaga?
Okay. Sige. Sige. Maganda yun, sir. Pangilinan.
Pangilinan.
Alphabetical.
That was yung next question, reverse tayo.
Sige.
Good, Gab.
Ganda.
Hi, Gab. Gab's camera
Gab.
froze. Gab. Pete, tinakasan ka ni Gab. I think mukhang
Sige,
mauuna
go.
ka.
Ang
Go
galing.
Palmos.
Sige. Palmos muna. The new, well, siguro magsisimula muna ako doon sa nagawa nung streaming ng Ang Huling El Bimbo. We are all overwhelmed with the reception, and alam naman namin for a fact na maraming manonood, but hindi lang namin in-expect na ganito yung magiging effect niya. Ganito yung magiging effect niya. Ganito yung scale ng magiging effect niya with the viewers. And kung ako personally, sana, because I've been getting messages na they were inspired by watching it. They want to pursue theater, and they really hope na when everything comes back to normal, they would really want to watch the show live. So sana talaga when mag-translate siya, because we know naman the state of, live entertainment in the Philippines, especially theater. It has always been said na it's a dying, theater is almost dying. Lagi na lang siyang dying for over 100 years, dying siya, but it survived. It keeps on surviving, and parang napag-uusapan nga na really, for the last 10 years, for the last 5 to 10 years, it's really parang nag-enter sa bagong golden age ng Philippine theater, because there's so many shows and all, and then this happened. So kung ano yung new theater, I think mag-a-adapt siya ng mag-a-adapt. Katulad ng ginagawa niya for so many years. I think for many years. I think na-introduce natin yung digital theater and then digital. So parang, okay, sige, let's do it. Let's try this new form of theater. Pero lahat kami nag-hope na babalik tayo sa pinaka-basic ng theater and live performances, which is, performances are communal. So dapat magkakasama. Humihinga kami at narinig namin ang mga tao, at narinig din ng mga tao yung hinga namin. Yung ganon.
Ako, personally, it's hard for me to grasp na ito yung new theater. You know what I mean? Yung parang it's, for many weeks, we've all been in denial, and na ito yung new normal, as people have been calling it. But because this is what is given based on circumstances, parang we have to, as we said, adapt. And because we're in the digital age, we have to evolve also. And it's interesting because I don't think this is the only theater left, because of course we will always go back to the basics. But right now, this is what we have. So it's good na we're making do with it. And personally, I'm grateful na people were given the opportunity to sing a musical like Ang Huling El Bimbo, kasi it's not every day, or it's not usual that companies or that theater companies would release and would stream musicals, diba? Or even plays, kasi nga theater, it's about human connection. It's about the live performance and the live experience. So it's a different experience altogether, not just for us actors, but for the audience. And it's exciting to see how it will continue to evolve in the next few months.
Yeah,
Okay,
ako
your
naman,
turn.
parang, that's the ultimate question actually. Halos lahat ng interviews yan yung question. The new theater, or it's supposed to be the new normal.
Yeah.
Let's define the word theater. The theater is actually what? Is an art form, which in what? You have to be able to experience that art form live. And that's what distinguishes theater with other art forms. Like for example, pag film, you have to go inside the theater, inside the movie house, and experience something which is actually shot. Pag nanood ka for even Netflix or whatever, ang theater kasi there's an idea of gathering. It can be what? A group of two, kahit ang idea lang ng 4 na tao, pero may isang taong nagkakwento. I mean, the idea of storytelling, that per se is a theater, but you experience it live. It's right in front of you. There's a clear, there's a clear distinction between the performer and the audience. Tama yung sinasabi ni Fina, laging merong stigma sa theater na tawag nito, patay na siya or mamamatay na siya or something. Kaya I'm sure lahat ng mga aspiring theater artists laging sinasabi, pag sinabi sa mga magulang nila na gusto ko mag-theater, anong ultimate question? Anong gagawin mo dyan? Can it actually put food on the table? Diba? I mean, yun yung laging struggle. But the challenge is, I mean, if we're gonna trace it with Western theater, I mean 5th century BC. Lecture ba talaga? Good for everybody. Total walang total class is canceled, di ba? Back in the times, 5th century BC, you have different sets of contests, di ba? Merong si Dionysian festival, si God na Dionysus, merong contest. Ito mga playwrights, nagagawa sila ng tragedy and comedy. Right after that, nagkaroon ng Dark Ages, di ba? Alam niyo naman siguro Dark Ages. At literally, when it's Dark Ages, walang theater. As in, totally na walang theater. Pero ano yung nag-revive? It was actually the Catholic Church na nag-revive. What? Actually, mga processions, mass, these are forms of the theater. Nung World War I, walang theater. Nung World War II, walang theater. Nung martial law, walang theater. The theaters are nakatago. Pagdating ng 80s, nung 90s, sinabi walang theater. Even before pre-Covidian times, sinabi mamamatay na yan. Pero, kung merong theater ngayon, Fee and I would be rehearsing, Gab would be rehearsing, and there are 5 or 6 plays. So tell me, it will never, ever die.
Yes.
But we have to be able to wait. We have to be able to wait. Kahapon sa interview ko, sinabi ko na kailangan mag-wait. And all of these things that the artists are actually doing is a way of survival too. Kasi importante ngayon, huwag tayong magpanggap. We have to be able to survive this pandemic. At the end of the day, you have to be able to put food on the table. You have to make sure that na yung kasama mo sa bahay ay buhay. Kaya nga sinasabi. I'm sorry, I'm being passionate about this because I think we have to be able. Dapat it goes hand in hand so most likely magiging 1 hour tong show nyo. So it goes hand in hand.
Let's go.
The idea of survival, the idea of you being alive. 2 things, you being alive physical, but the other thing your soul has to be alive also.
Yes.
And that is the responsibility of the artist. Kaya hindi nyo kami mapipigilan. What you see, what you see online, these are actually are ways of survival too. Bakit ba merong art? Whether it's painting, whether it's music, whether it's film or TV, it always talks about the realities of life. Ngayon na merong crisis, kaya lalo pa kaming nandito, and it's our survival too. Whether it's it's a stage reading, whether it's this is actually can be considered as a theater-related content, which makes theater alive. This may not be theater, but it talks about the theater. Thus, we're still alive. So you cannot push us away. You understand?
Yes.
So again,
Yes.
Kahapon sinabi ko sa isang interview na sinabi ko na na darating siya at babalik siya. Tama yung sinabi ni Fina. We will adapt. At tama rin yung sinabi kahapon ni Michael Williams. Sabi niya, in the times of an epidemic or a pandemic, laging nag-a-adapt ang society, even when it's cholera, even when it's HIV, 'di ba?
Yes.
Ngayon medyo malaki yung problema because we're talking about gathering here. The idea of kahit ako hindi ko kayang i-sacrifice ang mga artista ko na magre-rehearse kami ng physical contact, wala kaming lifts. Importante, hindi ko kaya na walang lifts. Ano mangyayari? Sorry ha. Sorry na minomonopoly ko na ba yung pero hindi ko kaya hindi mag-kiss si Hector at si Joy. Hindi ko kaya.
Exactly.
Hindi ko kaya na umiyak si Ligaya na 6 feet away dun sa morgue. Hindi ko kaya yon. Because you are compromising my storytelling and you are compromising the realities of life. So, we shall wait. Pero, kahapon yon. Pero with the turn of events, kailangan magtulungan tayo. Hindi tayo pwede maghintay lang na, okay, darating na siya. Diba? Kailangan tayo magtulungan as one unit in our own little way. We have to be able to flatten the curve. Sa government, we have to be able to do something. Whether it's mass testing, I do not know. But we have to do something. We cannot just wait. Kahapon, ang paninindigan ko, we just have to wait. But now we have to wait, but we have to do something para yung waiting naman, unti-unti. Yun lang.
Nagmi-meet sila. Yes.
Oo. Good night. Sorry.
I just wanna build on what Sir Dexter said. Yung ang tawag dito yung sabi niya na okay, yung especially now, pwede kasing gawin na namang ang tawag dito, rason ito ng mga magulang na magte-theater ka ngayon kayong pinaka-apektado. Anong ginagawa mo?
Tama.
Pero ang ganda nung sinabi ni John Moran from PETA, Philippine Educational Theater Association. Sabi niya, yun nga, pwedeng gamitin siya ulit na rason. Pero sana maintindihan at sa 300 na nanonood ngayon, sana din ma-appreciate ngayon ng mga tao na art is really essential. where do you
Yeah.
go to ngayong
Yeah.
nandito kayo sa loob ng bahay ninyo? You turn to Netflix, you turn to Spotify, nagbe-binge watch kayo, and the
Yes.
art that we've been receiving after the streaming of El Bimbo, these kids making, oh my God, kami na overwhelmed na kami na, oh my God, sobrang ganda ng mga artworks na ginagawa ng mga bata, and they are inspired. So I think sana maisip din na really art is essential, pero walang art kung wala yung artist. So artists
Yes.
are
Correct.
essential. And
And I'm
this
sorry,
in
I'm gonna
the
add to that.
Oo.
Sorry.
Go.
Sorry.
Go on.
I mean,
Yun.
the art is essential. The artist is essential, but then again, we need that audience, right?
Yes,
I mean, you guys, the 331, based on the live, whatever, who's watching right now, you are giving us that permission to be able
Yeah.
to talk about the theater.
Exactly.
That
A shared
itself is an achievement. I mean,
Mhm.
sorry, Fee.
And
Oh.
it's ironic
Nagtopic kasi
kasi,
ata ako.
add lang din ako.
Go.
It's ironic kasi na now that we're not in the theater, it's amazing how but like people are talking about the theater, and that just means that people are hungry for live theater, and the conversation just has to keep going. And imagine like El Bimbo, that's one musical out of how many?
Exactly.
7 million, over 7 million people sat through a 3-hour
For
show.
3 hours.
And it's just amazing. Yeah, diba? Parang that's
Yeah.
over 7 million people. And that's unheard of in the world of theater, I would think, because it's not usual, diba? Like for Philippine theater na yung audience mo 400 kung live or whatever. And then may ganito. So pinapag-usapan siya. And it's amazing and overwhelming, but at the same time, yun, it just proves na art is essential. Yun. Sorry, Fee, go ahead.
Yes. Yun din. Actually, medyo
Yeah,
nalimutan
yeah.
ko na. Pero yun naman yun na parang sana hindi masayang yung ang tagal din nating lahat na pinagtrabahuhan na because ang bigla na lang kasing in the last 2 to 3 years biglang theater is now cool, and parents, they don't mind na. Hindi na ganun kaano yung mga parents na, anong gagawin mo? Because shows are happening. I mean,
Kulang
ganyan.
pa nga ng artiste.
Totoo. So,
Sir,
tapos, so,
tama ba?
tapos ngayon, ang tawag dito, bigla, ang kinakatakot ko lang talaga is like ma-push back yung lahat ng mga pinagtrabahuhan nating lahat to make theater as it is. Pero yun, we will adapt, we will survive, and hopefully we'll see each other again. And we
Yeah.
will see.
We will.
I'm positive about it. That's why I'm very grateful. Like for example, I mean, babalik ako dun sa idea ng El Bimbo. Lagi kong sinasabi to na yung El Bimbo, it's a small part and parcel of the whole Philippine theater. It's just one production. Marami pang produksyon na maganda, maraming produksyon na nakakaantig, we have, if you want Broadway musicals, di ba? There are companies who would produce that. If you want university-based theater productions, meron dyan. If you want something which is more contemporary and the narrative is postmodern, meron gumagawa niyan. Merong realistic, in short, marami pang pwede. Pero yun nga actually ang pinaka nakakataba ng puso for me is the permission. I mean, sabi nga ni C63, kailan ba siguro on the 50th day na siguro yung during those times, or 57, 58th day na pinalabas yung El Bimbo, we have been entertained by the TikTok, we have been entertained by all those YouTube and sensations. I mean, nakikita natin sa news whenever all of the things are happening in outside and inside the country, even sa labas ng bahay natin. Pero yung permission nga, yung sinasabi kong yung decision na, wait, okay, ano to? Okay, may nag-post yung kaibigan ko na napanood niya ang isang musical. Okay, the decision to give that show a chance, that link a chance per se. I mean, yung pindutin mo yung link na yon, or i-click mo yon. I mean, that for me is heavenly, 'di ba? I mean, that thankful na ako doon. Actually, kahit napanood mo lang yung opening number, okay lang sa akin eh.
Tama.
Kasi binigyan mo ng permission yung theater art form na ma-experience in the confines of your home. I mean, and that for me is I'm very, very grateful. Tapos for you, the idea of donating during this pandemic. I mean, diba? Wag tayong magpanggap na I mean, everybody's affected. All classes are affected. Di ba? I mean, in reality, we're talking about the live theater industry here, even us performers.
Live
in
event,
reality, for people who are freelancers, we're talking about, I mean, we're not talking about a month na walang trabaho. We're not talking about 2 months na walang trabaho. Ang projection namin, we're gonna start working January, pero we're still not so sure. We're talking of what? June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Think of 7 months na walang kikitain ang isang freelance. I mean, you know, yeah. And for somebody, like for example, ako, manood ako ng El Bimbo, tapos meron akong piso, 2 piso, 3 piso, or whatever. Tapos if I decide, wait, dun sa napanood ko, magdo-donate ako para dun sa mga biktima ng crisis na ito. I mean, that for me is enough. I mean, you know, more than enough. Di ba? I mean, di ba, we're not, ang isipin natin, yung maitutulong ng theater at nung production na yun. Sorry ha, passionate ako about kasi nga naka-move on na talaga ako eh.
Go on.
Nag-close na kami. I mean, you know, we're actually excited to work with different productions. I mean, you know, even even during the streaming, since sinagab, kinukulit yan, whatever, because nasan ba yung file? I mean, suddenly they want to stream Albingo for a cause. Asan ba yung file? Nasa Resorts World. Paano mo naman bubuksan yung Resorts World? So, you know, ano ba yung, I mean, you know, for example, we wanted to show, I personally wanted to show the last footage because what? I mean, that's the last show. Pero nasan yung footage? Nasa Resorts World. So, saan? Anong show na ito? Paano yan? Magkaiba. So, paano mo hahaluin? So, I mean, sleepless nights talaga, promise. Alam niya ni Menchel Ochenko and ni Michael Williams. And even Mike, I mean, you know, even the last show, Mike Solomon had, sorry, ang dami ng kwento, ang dami ng chismis.
Ay, gusto nila ito.
Yeah. I mean, even that last show, I mean, you know, we had to preview it madaling araw, as in hanggang 2 o'clock in the morning. Sabi ko, si Mike ata or tulog na or whatever, just to check the last show, is it decent? Kasi wala namang intention to show it eh. Pero, I mean, that is a raw video. That's not, I mean, you know, so yun lang, in the way na, nagpapasalamat lang ako palagi. Makulit ako magpasalamat, pero kasi karapat dapat siyang magpasalamat.
Yes.
Kasi the mere fact na that 7 million people, tapos nagkaroon ng 12 million, alam mo yun, parang ang isang tao na walang, isang tatay, at sasabihin niya dun sa anak niya na, pasensya na anak, wala tayong kakainin bukas.
Yeah.
Pero dahil siguro dun sa na-donate ng tao, na maibigay, baka kahit sa 1 linggo or 3 days na mabawi niya, at hindi niya kailangan sabihin sa anak niya na, may wala na makakain tayo. I mean, that for me is meaningful. I mean, you know, yung sabihin mo dun sa anak mo na, okay lang anak, may makakain pa tayo. Kahit yung 3 araw na hindi niya iisipin kung saan siya kukuha ng makakain. And this was made possible by the people who actually donated, by who gave us the permission, by watching the plays, the show, and just giving in. I mean, you know, and not only for ang Huling El Bimbo, from Open House and all of those efforts. Not only the efforts, but for everybody as well. So, yun. Oh, sorry ha, kasi uminom talaga ata ako ng kape.
Epekto ng kape.
It's okay.
Valid naman, sir. Kasi
Actually,
talaga
nag-enjoy
naman,
kami,
nobody
sir.
expected. Yes. Nobody expected it talaga. So,
nobody
it's just,
expected this
it's been
pandemic
over.
talaga.
Lahat. It's all unexpected. So, we're all
Totoo.
adapting.
Yes, we
diba?
are.
Yeah.
Reg, adding anything?
Ang dami na nasabi actually.
Hindi ba kayo nakahinga?
Kaya mong sabayan si Direk sa 24 bars ka?
Ngayon lang kasi kami nakita ni Gab tsaka ni Fee.
Oo. Yeah.
Actually, tagal namin di nagkita nila Gabat ni Fee no? Kahapon lang naman din.
Oo. Kakatawa.
Actually, direct nga nung nag-explain ka, sobrang natuwa ako because I really felt and I really heard and I saw the passion. And everyone din sa comments were like, best in recitation to si Direk. Nako, siya yung prof ko sa college.
Siguro kasi ang taga, 3 months na ako hindi nagtuturo. I mean, going back to Fee, I mean, you know, I mean, kasi super active na yung theater. Tapos, pag nasa klase ka, you're talking about Philippine theater and you're so passionate about it. Kasi ang sarap ng pakiramdam. Papasok ka sa klase, papasok ka sa UP, you're gonna talk about Philippine theater. Tapos, after a few minutes, a few hours, magre-rehearse ka. Yung dinidiscuss mo sa klase, nire-rehearse mo. Di, ang sarap. Tapos, biglang nakat. So,
Totoo po.
Hindi
Hindi, tsaka
theoretical
kasi
application agad.
Yeah.
Nakakainis nga lang din kasi I'm also teaching sa alma mater ko sa Universidad de Manila, and this is the first SEM na magtuturo sana ako ng theater arts. So nakadalawang meeting lang ako, nakatatlo naman ako, pero ang plano namin talaga is really to mount a play. Pero because of what happened, alam mo yon, they're all very excited. Tapos biglang nung nangyari to, biglang wala. And also I'm heartbroken kasi nga, alam mo yon, this is the first time na parang like makakapag-share ako ng kahit kakarampot ng mga natutunan ko with years of working in the theater. And yun nga, yung ma-share mo yung experience na-experience mo dito sa mga bata. Wala, sayang kasi nga biglang hindi tayo makapaggawa. Totoo naman. With this new situation. Pero kasi nakakatawa, pinag-uusapan din namin na parang paano ka magpapa like theater exercises, paano sila magme-mirroring sa Zoom. Yeah. Totoo na parang hindi pa siya, it's something talaga na bumabalik tayo dun sa it needs to be physical. It needs to be, alam mo yon. Kasi paano natin ma-experience yun, because theater in its form, it's really human experience eh.
Yes,
so parang kung walang, although this is a new experience, yes, pero this is something that is very new.
You can't compare it. You really can't compare. Iba talaga yung difference kapag nakaupo ka doon sa theater and you're watching a really amazing play, diba?
Ang nakakatuwa na lang is, yun nga, nakapanood sila ng El Bimbo, babalik tayo na parang, sir, pero mas na-miss nila. Parang, sir, ang galing po, ganyan, sayang po, hindi po tayo natuloy. Yung mga ganon. Pero at least the seed was planted.
You know what's nice?
Yeah, and sorry.
We've been receiving hundreds of messages from people who have never seen a play before. And it's just looking for that they can watch a live theater production. So that's also another great thing about what's happened. Like, it is the new theater, yes, but you have people messaging and expressing how they cannot wait for the day they can enter a theater and share that same space and same energy with the other theater actors. Hindi talaga mawawala yun eh. So you have hundreds of people looking forward to that. So, sorry.
Yeah, and I think naman, I think the people who actually watch El Bimbo or other streaming, they understand that it's not actually a live theater performance. I mean, they know na actually, I mean that for I think unanimous naman at naiintindihan nila na ang napanood nila is just what, is from a different medium, from a different lenses. Pero yung naapektuhan sila, that made them want to watch it na pagka ready na lahat to be able to experience it. I think yun eh. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, lahat ng efforts ng artists ngayon, is a way to survive. Kaya nga hindi namamatay yung theater because man has a need to express himself. Man has a need to communicate. And right now, man has a need to tell the realities of life. And most of all, man has a need to lend a helping hand during this crisis. At ginagamit itong mga platforms na to, di ba? Whether it's theater related, whether it's a reading, whether it's a stage reading, whether it's all of those, Pero, I think since tama, ako, si Fee, sinabi nga around 63, and that also gives us a responsibility. Kasi hindi naman tayo, bilang artist, hindi naman tayo pwedeng masabi, okay na yan, dyan na lang tayo titigil.
Totoo.
Now na hindi pa tayo, everything is in flux, now everything is up in the air. As artists, we have to be able to weigh also what we want to do as content, di ba? Hindi naman, for me, hindi lahat ng play pwede mong gawing online. I mean, there are materials na binabagayan. So, di ba, in terms of medium, for example, and there are other things. Siguro, that's the way for also, if ang artist ay ready na na gustong explore ang online, doing content, kailangan i-weigh niya rin yun. Pero irerespeto ko rin ang artista na feeling niya hindi pa siya ready na gumawa ng online content. I mean, hindi siya I mean, hindi rin for me during this, katulad ng sinasabi ko, I respect everybody that you have to be able to survive. You have to be able to put food on the table. So if you're an artist and if you don't feel like creating something, I will respect you.
Yeah.
And that is your right. And that's okay. That's fine with me. 'Di ba? Ganon, 'di ba? There are days na gusto nating may gawin. Merong gusto, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Parang ganun yan, may mood yan, 'di ba?
Yeah.
'Di ba? Parang actually kahapon tinatanggap-tanggap ko. Kaninang umaga, my God, gusto ko na mag-rehearse. Naiintindihan ko. I mean yung ganon.
Kailangan.
'Di ba? 'Di ba? Pero kailangan So I think use this. You as if, for example, kung artista ka, if you want to better yourself, read plays, di ba? Watch all of those streamings, watch good movies, watch good mga gandang TV series. Kumbaga, educate yourself. But if you think na you don't want, you just, kasi may anxiety attack din ng tao Meron din tayo, di ba? So, I mean, you just have to be able to survive. Take it one day at a time. Don't push yourself to be able to just create and create and create. If you're ready, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just I just also want to build on what Sir Dex said about content. Na parang ang isa sa pinanghahawakan ko ngayon at nilook forward ko ngayon is the fact na kanina sabi ni Sir Dex, 'di ba? Parang nung Dark Ages, walang teatro tapos nabuhay, World War I, World War II, walang theater tapos nabuhay siya. Pagkatapos ng lahat ng mga krisis na to, nabubuhay siya. And pag pinansin natin, usually pag nabubuhay siya, it's really one of the content that is being produced by artists, by the theater during that time, sobrang rich. So ang iniisip ko ngayon is with this pandemic that's plaguing us, ang dami-daming mga experience ng mga tao, hindi man experience namin per se, but other people's experiences, the news that we see, these struggles that we experience every day, these are all content. These are stories that needed to be told. These are stories na kailangang maikwento because these contents are a piece of history, and that's what theater does every time. It is parang naglalagak siya ng mga artifact. Itong mga plays na to, these are all historical accounts.
True.
And lahat kami ay storytellers lang. We are just vessel of telling you what are the things that happened. And yun yung isa sa mga nilook forward ko when all of this is over. That when you go back to the theater, we're going to tell the story. Sabi nga, this is why we tell the story. Sabi sa Once on This Island.
Pero for me,
adding to what Fee, sorry.
Yeah, I just want to add here I mean, like what Fee mentioned kanina, di ba? We are in a pandemic right now. And when you're in a pandemic, there's a lot of great stories happening actually. Ang nakikita lang kasi natin right now, puro negative, what's happening, hindi maganda.
Yeah.
Pero after all of this, kung titignan lang natin, kung iikot talaga natin, ang dalawakan natin, isip natin, there are a lot of great stories happening at this point. Hindi lang pa natin alam. And lahat tayo naka-lockdown right now, lahat tayo sa mga bahay natin, yung mga utak natin, those creative juices right now, we have to use them. And then tama yun, sabi ninyo, when we all go out, when you all go back to your work, to your theater, to your art, okay? Yan, I mean, we had Patty on the other show, on the other episode. She is a DJ. She was talking about paglabas nating lahat ngayon sa pandemic na to. Lalabas ka ng pinto, sasabihin mong may bago akong content. May bago akong maibibigay sa inyong lahat. Kasi rather than being stuck, rather than being down, being demotivated in this pandemic right now, use it on a positive way. Okay? Create new content. I mean, sabi nga kanina, di ba? It's all up to you kung ready ka na, hindi ka. It's your call. But on the other side, use it on a positive way, create your own content, then just move on. Go out of the pandemic, pagka-okay tayong lahat, and then create that next Bimbo.
Yeah.
But then again, for me, I think the biggest question for me is that also, right now, we had the pandemic, and I mean, of course, during the first week, second week, third week, or after a month, I mean, the artist's responsibility is very important also of what type of story to actually tell.
Yes,
I think when all of this is over, iba rin ang responsibilidad kung anong kwento ang kailangan mo
Yes.
ikwento.
Tama.
It's
Yes.
not, it can't just be your usual story.
Yes.
I think you have
Yeah.
to be able to take in the whole, well, it's after
Yes.
5 months, 6 months, 7 months, or hopefully, 8 months or whatever. I think meron pa rin responsibilidad kung anong kwento ang kailangan mo ikwento. Hindi naman pwedeng, we just can't tell the story for the sake of just telling the story.
Exactly.
We can't just
Yeah.
go back to the theater because we're so excited, because we just want to go, di ba? I think we can use this. I mean, tried and tested na yan. All of the beautiful plays, all of the relevant plays, lahat yan ay what? Hamon ng panahon, di ba? Bakit kami angels in America? Di ba? I mean,
Yeah.
di ba? I mean, why do you have all of those classic plays? Because, di ba, they mirror society. Tama yung sinasabi ni P. Lahat naman ng art forms, it's there to preserve whatever art, but most of all, it's there to record and document history. If you go to museums, even a Van Gogh painting will tell you about what? The internal story of that person during that time. Diba? Even a sculpture, lahat yan. Paano pa ang play? Paano pa ang pelikula? Paano pa ang TV series? Diba? O, kaya nga tayo na in love sa tabing ilog. Kasi, reference to the 90s, Dawson's Creek. O, diba, 90s na tayo.
Tama.
Diba?
Nakarelate ba sila doon?
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, at the end of the day, whether it's what, diba? And I think we have to be able to, for me, all types of art is important.
Exactly.
Now's not the time to be discriminating of let us not discriminate the masses. Let's not discriminate tastes. Now's not the time to actually dictate ito dapat ang pinapanood mo. I mean, we have to, it's a time to actually what? I'm not saying, that you don't have any right to tell me that that's not good. I didn't like it. You should, well and good. You should. Pero I mean, understand the whole scenario. I mean, quoting Richie Chan or whatever. Diba? It's time to lift, one another up. I mean, you can be responsible in pinpointing what things that you don't like at kaya mong panindigan. And that's respect. And we should respect each other because, diba, yun ang nagpapabuhay sa teatro, yun ang nagpapabuhay sa art, yung pagkakaiba. Diba? Yung pagkakaiba ng ating...
Kung pare-pareho yan, walang bago eh.
Exactly. Diba, parang pumasok ka sa museum, diba? Pag pumasok ka sa museum, tapos if it's the same style, if the same look, if the same color, di umay, bakit pa ako, diba? Diba? Kaya ka merong, diba? Kaya meron kang Pollock, diba? Compared dun sa iba, diba? I mean, kaya ibang Michelangelo mo kay Raphael, diba?
Totoo, yes.
Reg.
Actually, guys, I have a question for you guys. I wanted to bring this up a while ago. Kaya sinasabi ko kina Fi kanina that I was actually quite excited because I saw this. I saw that there was this play online called Marjorie. So that it was in theaters as well. It's been in small theaters. But what they did was they did a live rendition of the play over Zoom. And I found it very, very interesting because, for example, they had to change a few scenes because the physicality of that play itself mismo was very, very important. I spoke to one of my friends who actually starred in that play, and he told me that there were a bunch of kiss scenes where they had to change, they had to feel out the different connections, and instead of, because you really can't kiss someone over Zoom, so they faded to black. They added several effects, and what he did was since it was a very, very physical play to begin with, they focused more on the conversation and on the message of the play itself when it came to performing it over Zoom. So I just wanted to ask your take on something like that, because people are streaming. You guys streamed El Bimbo. But then I realized and I learned that there were other plays as well doing these types of setups and doing it live as well over Zoom.
Again, shows are evolving now, no? People are adapting. And I think Fee can share because he's been rehearsing.
Yes.
Kung rehearse ngayon over Zoom.
Yeah, so the Virgin Love Fest, it's an annual festival of new plays, on stage, untried and tested plays, and I'm rehearsing one of the plays. It's a struggle. Like we're rehearsing right now, and sobra na parang yung una okay pa dahil we're reading the play and all ganyan. Okay pa, sige. And then nung nag-start na kaming i-move the play, doon na may problema na parang okay, because the play is also very physical. It's intimate. It's set in a room. Meron siyang may nanay at tatay siya. Tapos, tapos nandun sila. So, yung the physicality of it, like the blocking of it, and also, how are you going to act dito lang sa phone na to? Itong
Yeah,
apat
within
na
the
sulok na to.
restrictions of your phone.
'Di ba? There's so many
Yeah.
there's so many restrictions. Sabi napag-usapan nga din namin na okay, I think kayang in a way maitawid with some angles and ang tawag dito with some ang tawag dito, clever movement of the camera. Pwede siyang maitawid, pero ang lagi naming pag-uusap ay paano yan, saan ako huhugot ng emosyon when I'm just watching a face. Add to that the fact na ang husay-husay po ng internet connection natin dito sa Pilipinas. Na parang we
Shout out
can't-
Telcos. Shout out
Oo,
sa
na parang
Telcos.
the lag, yung paghang and everything. 'Di ba? It should be snappy. May part ng play na parang it should be snappy. Dapat ratatatatata, ganun lang.
Yeah.
Sabay dead air,
Paano
no?
mo sasaluhin? And that kind of pagsalo, that kind of energy, yung ganyan. Paano to mangyayari? Paano kung nagaganong ka and
Oo.
you're going into the climax? So sobrang hirap talaga, like right now. So I think yung sinasabi mo about that play is it's a perfect example of how theater people and how artists are trying real hard to make this situation work for
Yeah.
that so that we can, katulad ng sabi ni Sir Dex, we can still work and we can still express ourselves, because this is also a therapy for us. This is a way for us to express ourselves because this is who we are, kumbaga. So yun yung mga hirap right now ng ganito. Hindi pa namin matapos. We are still exploring kung paano namin magagawa the play, but Lord and God and the universe help us.
Birth pains yan. Like kanina pinag-uusapan natin, di ba? Nobody expected this. So talagang what we're doing right now, even this simple podcast, this is a personal podcast. This is independent, no budget at all talaga. Pero we're making the most out of it. And honestly, with the 300 viewers that we have right now, it's very overwhelming as well. The tipong we are reaching them and inspiring them to do good things. Lahat yan Lahat naman yan, board sa bahay. Lahat yan, may ginagawa.
Harley, yeah.
Go, Sir Dexter.
Yeah, I'll answer that question also. Yeah,
Sure.
Yung question about that play. Ito lang yan.
Go.
Ito lang yan, ha. Okay. Yung first actor dati, ang pangalan niya Thespis, Western Theater. Kaya Thespian. Si Thespis, meron siyang heart. Tapos, pupunta siya sa bawat polis, sa bawat city-states, tapos kinukwento niya yung mga gods and goddesses. Imagine, meron siya siguro mga props, tapos kinukwento niya yon. Yun lang ang theater nun. Pero nung pagdating nung nagkaroon ng contest sa Greek theater, suddenly, pwede palang second actor, si Aeschylus ang nakaisip nun. So, pwede pala. May isang actor na nagkukwento, si Thespis lang yun, si Aeschylus, merong pang second actor, so meron ka ng dialogue. Pagdating ni Sophocles, sabi niya, wait muna, kaya ko pala eh. Nakadalawang actor ka. But if magdagdag ako ng third actor? So yun ang sinasabi ko, hindi papayag ang artist. Kaya tayo artist. Kasi makakagawa tayo ng makakagawa. Same thing also, even those musicals. Di ba? Nung una, solo songs lang. Di ba? Nung una, ballads lang. Pero bakit nilagyan ng sayaw? Bakit suddenly merong ballet suite? Di ba? Bakit noon ang musical, ang tawag nga sa musical noon is musical comedy eh. Right? But then again, nung nagkaroon ka ng West Side Theater and all of those others, hindi na siya ginawang music comedy because nagbago na rin ang themes. Kaya ka merong Spring Awakening, kaya meron kang Rent. Bakit meron kang Band's Visit? Suddenly, ibig sabihin, mag-i-evolve at mag-i-evolve yan. Meron kang ngayong bagong platform. I don't want to call it the new theater. Because theater has to be experienced live. But the artist is actually responding it and exploring it. Prangkahan na. Right after pandemic, sino bang unang nag-abala? Kahit hindi vlogger yung artist, yung theater artist, umepal sa FB. Tama? Gagawa ng gagawa. Now, diba? For example, diba? Kahit yung challenge, sabihin natin, if ever marirun yung El Bimbo, tapos walang theater, if you ask me, if you want me to do it outside, in a parking lot, I do it and I'd find ways because I mean, artist ako eh. Gagawa at
Yeah.
gagawa ako ng paraan. Now, si Nafi, gumagawa ng content. Using what? Ang hirap nun, ha? Because that play, that A Virgin Love Fest is actually what? Written so that you get to perform it what? Inside the black box, which is what? In CCP, di ba? And now you're gonna
Yes.
translate it into a different platform. That right now, di ba, they're trying to explore it. It's a trial and error process. And pero ganun din yan. I'm sure may mga plays na mag-work, merong mga
Tama.
plays na hindi mag-work, pero hindi ibig sabihin nun, magsa-stop doon. Artist yan eh. Matututo ka, uy, shit, ano bang mali dun sa nagawa ko? Dapat ganito yung ginawa. So, explore niya. Habang wala pa, hindi pa tayo nagbabalik sa theater, gagawa at magsusolve tayo. And katulad ng Marjorie na sinasabi, in-adapt dun sa platform. And during this time, remember, the plays that we have right now are intended to be shown in the theater, right? And now you adapt to it. Maybe right now, while we're talking, there's our playwright or there's our artist, there's a writer writing specifically for this medium. Right? So, ganun lang yan.
Yes.
Magugulat na lang tayo. At darating nga yan, I'm sure, di ba, mauumay din ng audience. Ay, ayaw na namin, sawa na kami dyan. Hindi naman papayag artist, gagawa. I mean, same thing, parang podcast, di ba? Di ba? You can't talk the same talk for the longest time. You have to be able to change it. You have to, di ba? So, yun, a-adapt yan. Hindi papatinag ang isang artista, 'di ba? Kaya, 'di ba? Of course, 'di ba? Buhay ng artista 'yan eh. Ng artist kahit anong art form. Merong highs, merong lows. Pero for me, whether it's a good one or a bad one, it will always be a high kasi importante na natuto ka dun sa experience na 'yon. Because whatever experience, whether feeling mo nagkulang ka dun sa art form na 'yon, dadalin mo 'yan sa next art piece mo at you try your best. Kung hindi man, okay lang. Move on and go fight win.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, at si Gab hindi na gumalaw. Gab, are you still with us?
Gab, nawala nga si Gab daw eh. Nakita ko yung comments, nawala si Gab daw sa call.
But we're trying to patch Gab. Gab, if you're listening to us, call back again.
Hi Gab, Gab's here
Gab
again.
joined.
Hello Gab.
Ayan.
Internet ko talaga eh.
Yan ang sabi nga sa comments, that's the good example of the internet in the Philippines. Tulad ng ginagamit ni Gab ngayon.
Exactly.
So,
Ay, naku.
tama
Ay,
yung sinabi,
sorry.
tama yung sinabi ni Dexter kanina, no? So, this is supposed to be a 30-minute show. And right now, we're running for an hour na. So, it's
Wala. If you bring theater people together, ganun talaga.
Wala.
Yeah,
Magsasalita kami't magsasalita.
Here for Sir Dex's lecture talaga.
Yes.
Sorry.
I'd
I was in the show also with Mencho, Michael, and Gia.
I'd rather spend my 1 hour sitting here and then listening to this one rather than doing something else. I mean, this is something informative that we don't get every day.
Yeah.
This is not really,
Definitely.
kumbaga, hindi mo naman to lalabas ka, then makakakita ka na nagkwekwentuhan ng mga tao and you hear about this for free. Hindi naman ganun eh. And then right now, this is a matter of just sharing. These are experienced people, theater actors, directors, what they're experiencing, how their industry is doing. And then right now they're sharing it to you guys. I mean, that's the good thing about this. And for tonight, I mean, when we're talking about the new theater, okay, before we end this show, sorry guys, but it's been an hour. It's been an hour.
Okay.
But thank you for 300
Sorry,
viewers.
Ang bilis ng 1 hour talaga, promise. Sobrang bilis ng 1 hour. And alam mo, Sir Dex, sobrang dami kong natutunan sa'yo. Personally, na-enjoy ko talaga yung mga, yung mga diniscuss natin ngayon.
We enjoy this. I just want to share the idea of the podcast, the New You podcast, for those who are listening right now. This is actually episode 5. So we had a film director with RC De Los Reyes, where I got Dexter's contact by RC's contact, whatever. So, link in the dots, connecting the dots. So, sa kanila rin naman, sa film directors, when I was talking to them, ang dami ng challenges because of the pandemic. And one is actually the production and all. So, all of us in different walks of life are really affected by all of this. If you had the chance, to the audience, you had a chance to listen to the previous episode, we had DJ Chacha as well of MOR, and we're talking about the new broadcasting. So, if we tie this all together, it's all about the society. And this society is all of us. Okay? And then for now, it's it's good that we are all open or nai-present sa atin itong teatro. Kasi tama naman yung sinasabi nilang tatlo eh. Theater has been there for the longest time. But the question there is who has the guts or talagang may will to step into what? Okay? Like Fee mentioned kanina, the seed has been planted. It's a good way that El Bimbo was showed to us para ma-appreciate natin yung type of art na yun. And for the new theater, I mean, before we wrap things up, I have to ask all of you, like how we do this on the show, on summarize again. We don't have to summarize. Who wants to go first? Sir Dex, ano ba to? Pabalik naman? Recitation ulit?
Yeah, okay lang. Yeah. So,
So,
sorry, what you...
Gab, Pangilinan pala. Your take, summary, before we wrap things up, the new theater.
Last message.
Yeah.
Last message.
message,
Well, ako, I'll keep it short lang, but yeah, for me, theater will always be here. It's never gonna go away. And tama si Sir, hindi nyo or hindi tayo mapipigilan. No, I mean, there will always be clamor, there will always be hunger for it, be it by the artists mismo or the audience. And for me, we're just all looking forward to the day na we could all be and share the same space again. And we'll just, for now, we will deal with what we have. We will adapt, we will evolve, and we'll do it together. Ganun lang naman yun eh. Tayo-tayo naman kasi tayo. See?
Okay. Ako naman, una doon sa mga nagtatanong at na-inspire after watching the live stream. I've been getting messages na paano ba maging theater actor, paano sumali, ganyan. Katulad yung sinabi ni Sir Dex kanina, this is actually the time to submerge and digest all artistic palettes that you can get. There are so many streamings that's happening. National Theater, the Cultural Center of the Philippines is streaming shows. University theaters, Dola ang UP, Tangalang Ateneo is also streaming their shows. Watch it. Watch movies. Watch your favorite TV series because makikita ninyo that merong intersectionalities of it. It's multidisciplinary din. Naghahalo-halo yan. May mga makukuha kayo dyan. And those things will inspire you to kung gusto nyo talagang gawin yung art form. Pangalawa, I'm just excited. Katulad, ulitin ko lang yung sinabi ko, I'm just excited of the type of art that artists will be able to produce after everything. Pag kaya na nating lumabas, pag kaya nating magkita-kita, pag kaya na nating magyakapan, excited ako para doon. At hindi ako nawawala ng pag-asa dahil paulit-ulit na sinabi ni Gab, sinabi ni Sir Dex, sinabi ko, paulit-ulit na gagawa at gagawa ng paraan ng mga artista para ma-survive ito at para maibigay namin makapagbigay kami sa inyo, makapag-offer kami ng something which we think is tangible and can be in a way inspirational. Na kahit kaunti may maibigay pa rin kami sa inyo during this very uncomfortable and very challenging times. Yon. So magkita-kita tayong lahat.
Yeah. Of course, I'll use this time again to tell people are watching. Again, thank you for all the support that you have given ang Huling El Bimbo, and thank you for your donations. I think maraming salamat din sa pagbibigay ng chance dun sa theater, kahit sa online lang. Again, katulad ng sinabi ni Fee, marami pang naka-online performances na naka-stream ng Philippine Theater. Please take the time to watch it kasi makikita nyo yung slew of talents and the slew of the minds that Philippine theater has. Also, siguro, if you have a friend, kung meron kayong kaibigan, meron kayong kamag-anak na nagtatrabaho sa performing arts or sa TV or sa film, siguro now's the best time na kamustahin natin at sabihin na, 'di ba? Kasi yung uncertainty ng karera at buhay ng bawat artist ay medyo everything is up in the air. So I think it would mean a lot to them kung kamustahin natin, konting kwento or whatever, or kung meron man silang platform na pwede niyong panoorin, bigyan din natin sila sana ng chance. Lastly, naniniwala pa rin ako na in time, magkikita-kita kaming tayong lahat. Pero sana yung suporta na binigay nyo sa ang huling El Bimbo ay pag merong resources at merong paraan, sana magkita-kita tayo dun sa theater. Nakikiusap din ako sa mga companies na when everything's financially and stable na economically, sana we get to invest in the theater, we get to support the theater, and most of all, nakita nyo naman, we can develop the Filipino audience to watch Filipino theater. So, if you can sponsor audiences, we can bring shows to the provinces. If you can in schools, baka if you can sponsor tickets or shows para dalhin itong mga batang to at makapanood ng live theater, sobrang tayo mismo magtutulungan para mabuhay yung Philippine theater right after this crisis. Keep safe and please, pag hindi kailangan lumabas, wag na tayong lumabas.
Yes, please,
Yes.
oh dear Lord.
Stay at home as much as possible. Actually, Fee, may sinabi ka naman kanina, which I really appreciated, which is that theater will always adapt. Performing arts in general, there's so many creative people, so many creative souls, and so many creative artists. And I feel like at this point, we discussed kasi with Direct RC for film and with DJ Patty, who's a DJ producer, right? Ang sinabi nila both, one thing I remembered was that being confined in this space at home, mas na-feel nila na the more they became creative in a way where they were able to express themselves and to prepare for when, you will be allowed to commune publicly again. So definitely, I feel like theater will adapt as much as possible. Theater definitely will survive, and I feel like hindi lang naman siya may hirapan after it. I feel like it will come back stronger than ever. Kasi why? We streamed El Bimbo, right? You guys streamed El Bimbo for 48 hours. So many viewers watched, and some of them have not even been to the actual theater, but have been reached by the streaming itself. So once everything goes back to normal, I'm pretty sure definitely theater will thrive.
Okay. My take on this
Yay,
one.
thank you.
My take on this one, to wrap things up. Una, kanina sinabi nga Sir Dexter, di ba? We're all confined in our homes, 24 hours. Lahat ng audience yan, nandiyan sa bahay, they have 24 hours. And them deciding to watch, the 7 million viewers deciding to watch, give 3 hours of that 24 hours is actually a big thank you to everyone. Kasi, para ilaan mo yun Ang dami mo pwedeng gawin in 3 hours. And yet, you sit in your couch, tune in to your television, and watch that video. Pangalawa, when we talk about art, okay, napaka-common na right now is bashing. Okay, the first reaction for everyone is to bash agad. Ano yung mali, ano yung palpak, punahin kung ano yung pangit, yun. But something na dapat tumatak sa ating lahat dito is the respect with it. Okay? Whoever the content creator is, ano man ang gusto niyang gawin, art din. My perspective, their perspective, pwedeng hindi magkakatugma yan, and the way to meet in the middle is actually respect. And that's something na nakikita natin right now. I would say naman manifest, pero compared to other media, hindi ganun kalaki ang following ng theater sa atin sa Pilipinas. But thanks to Huling El Bimbo, siguro na rin yung attachment nun sa pop culture natin, na even people na hindi naman totally into theater, but actually knows Eraserheads. Then let's put it that way. For them, nagkaroon sila ng interest na, I will watch this. Because I know the songs. And the songs became the soundtrack of my high school. buhay ko yun. Yung pakiramdam nila na pag pinanood ko to, para kung pinanood yung recording ng buhay ko. Bakit hindi ganun ka-eksakto yung ano? Pero meron silang marirecall doon. Like, simpleng, ano yung klase ng tindahan, yung mga nakasabit na magazines, kung paano siya nakasalansan doon. Yung pinaka-setting ng tindahan ng karinderya. Very rare mo na makikita yon. Pero for the 90s decade, yun yung na-atake natin doon. And it's a way of connecting to your audience talaga. You know that market already. Kumbaga, when creating those type of content, those art and all, when you talk to the market, lagi namin sinasabi ko dito the viewers now are actually intelligent. Matatalino na yan. And pag matalino ang kausap mo, the next thing to go is their emotions. Ano yung background nila? Saan mo sila atakihin? Saan ka makikipag-usap sa kanila? That way, makakakonect ka sa kanila. Okay. And last one, I mean, with pagpasok ng on-demand content, katulad yan, we stream the El Bimbo online. Okay? Same as with Spotify, yung radio na pag-usapan na nakaraan, nagbago ang adaptation to music dahil ang radyo, ang music, kahit kailan mo gustong pakinggan, pwede mo nang pakinggan eh. Hindi katulad dati na aabangan mo sa radyo para mapakinggan mo yung gusto mong kanta. Right now, i-play mo sa Spotify, i-repeat one mo, magsawa ka hanggang bukas hanggang sa susunod na. Same goes with any other. Yung on-demand content na yan, ang tanong dyan, ready na ba yung masa natin? Okay? With the new theater, whatever new norm we are talking about here, nasa masa yon. And I think with their reception, with Ang Huling El Bimbo, alam natin yun that theater is best experience. Like the film director said, film is an experience, same as theater. Okay, kung ano yung napanood natin nung streaming, different camera angles yun. Pero iba yung nakaupo ka doon sa upuan mo sa teatro. Tapos nakikita mo yung iba't ibang angulo na nangyayari na ikaw talaga mismo. Nakikita mo yung tunog, naririnig mo yung tunog, yung tumutugtog talaga, kung paano binabato yung linya ng harapan na alam mong hindi pwedeng magkamali dahil live. Okay? Yan yung mga angulo na ang dami natin pwedeng tingnan. And sana, lastly, ito yung binabanggit natin. All art, merong production behind that. And it's something na dapat maintindihan natin as consumers of this art. That we have to return it to those that are working behind it. So when everything is over, when COVID, when this pandemic is over, subsides, allow na tayo bumalik sa mga ginagawa natin sa buhay, let's all watch. Bumalik tayo sa labas, subukan natin, napanood mo yung El Bimbo, oo, try natin panuorin kahit anong play dyan, try mong manood, try mong i-experience mismo kung ano yung teatro, yung talagang teatro. Okay? But before we end, Gab, may request dito sa comment section. Nabasa mo ba?
Ano pa?
Isang ligaya naman daw dyan.
Nasa Twitter
Iba naman,
na yun.
iba naman.
Oo nga, ibahin
Hindi sila
natin.
nagsawa. Ikaw na bahala.
You do ano,
see,
sorry.
What, sir?
Friendship.
Oo
Friendship
nga eh. Yes.
with fee?
Okay.
Sige.
Ano ba?
Di ba?
Yes.
Sorry, pinakialaman ko siya.
Hindi.
It's okay.
Maiba naman.
Yesterday naisip ko yun eh, pero nagpanic ako baka hindi ano. Go Fee, anong part?
Anong, ano ba to? Naaalala kita para
alam ko
magkasabay
na,
tayo? Ano?
AJ, nag-away na naman kayo ng tatay mo.
Hindi yun, hindi.
Hindi yun. AJ, wala raw siyang anak na tulad mo. Alam mo naman, wala kang kasalanan. Alam mo naman, pinangalakan ng ganyan. You just look to the left and just look to the right. Makikita mo naman na hindi pantay-pantay na, hey, AJ, everything's gonna be okay.
Bakit ba sila ganyan? Puno ng galit ng isipan. Ba't ba tayo ganito? Walang galang sa kapwa-tao. Ang taas.
Yay!
Yeah, thank you.
Taas.
Thank you, Fee and Gab.
Thank you.
To all who
Yeah. Ay,
watch,
ano pala?
anything
Wait,
you plug.
thank you very
You
much.
guys are plugging.
Nanonood. Nanonood si Ellie Buendia. Ellie Buendia.
V?
Hello, Ellie.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes,
Hello,
he's
hi
watching.
Ellie.
Ellie,
Yeah.
salamat
Yeah,
sa
I mean, at
musika.
the end of the day,
Big fan.
yeah, Harley and at the end of the day, ang tao kaya kaya nanood and all of these things are responsible. Yung legacy ng ang Eraserheads at the end of the day, wala namang musical kung wala yung brilliance at yung legacy ng Eraserheads. All of this,
Yes.
yung soul, yun yung
Tama.
inspiration naming
Oo.
lahat. So, thankful. And feeling ko,
Yeah.
kaya rin nanood ang tao with that curiosity because at the end of the day, pare ko yan eh. Ligaya
Exactly.
yan eh. With a smile yan. Alapaap yan. So, thank you. And Ellie,
Buhay
thank
ko
you
yan.
for watching.
Buhay ko yan.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for... Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you.
Ellie,
Thank
salamat.
you.
For
Wait lang.
having us.
We plug.
Ay, yeah.
Go,
Oo.
go ahead.
Bukas, meron kaming ang tawag dito, all of the actors who played Anthony, the Topper Fabregas, the OG, young Anthony, John Santos and Rafa Sigon Reyna who played Anthony, and myself and Lance Reblando who played young Anthony for this run. Magkakasama po kami tomorrow. That's going to be 10 p.m. sa Palabas Tayo. Yan. So it's going to be fun.
Ako naman po,
Go.
wow. Actually, in 30 minutes, kami ni Bibo are take
Lagare.
91.1, which is the Filipino radio show in UAE, based in Dubai. So that's in 30 minutes at 10 p.m. later. And then Sir Dex and I have tomorrow Quarantalk at 11 p.m. naman. We'll post the links. Usapang ulit, Teatro and Bibo.
Salamat.
So Sophie, wag kayo masyadong madaldal ha kasi
Kasi mag 11 p.m. pa kami ni Sir Dex.
Gab, we can watch your show, the Bibo and Gab show. We can watch it through FB.
I believe so because I'll post the link pero we're going on Zoom in 30 minutes. So
Yeah, Gab,
kami ni
we'll
Bibo
share
yan.
We'll share
Tag
it as well.
92.1. Also, tomorrow, I'm going live at 4 p.m. on Kumu. Kasi
Yay!
Gab, nawala ka na naman.
Nawala naman.
Nawala audio mo, Gab.
See, that's why ang hirap.
Oo.
Diba?
Sa atin.
Diba?
What's up,
Emote
Telcos?
na you're in the zone
Oo.
already, tapos biglang maglalag.
Totoo.
Technical difficulties.
Makikita mo lang alam mo.
You're back.
Am I back?
Gab. You're back.
Ayan.
Yes, you're
Sorry. Okay. Ayan, tomorrow 4 p.m. on Kumu. You have to download the Kumu app. I want to say hi lang to everybody who's been showing us their love and support. And ayun. Yun lang naman. Yay!
Sir Dex.
Yay!
Sir Dex, anything else?
Yun lang, sorry ha. Napahaba namin yung show niya, sorry.
Yes.
Our pleasure.
Our apologies.
Sorry, no, siguro kasi, it's the creative juices in di ba? Parang gusto na namin mag-rehearse.
Gustong lumabas eh.
Yeah.
Gustong lumabas. So,
Kaya we're so expressive. Nagising ata ako kaninang umaga na gusto ko talaga mag-rehearse. To create, yeah.
anyway.
Thank you.
To all those
Thank
who
you.
tuned in for about an hour and a half. For about, ito na naman tayo, Gab, and Fee, kahapon sobrang humaba rin tayo. But anyway, guys, thank you.
Grabe, 4 hours, 3 hours.
Oo.
Thank you.
Pero mamayang
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
later,
Thank
at
you
around
very
12,
much.
This is very impromptu. We'll have DJ Mo Twister on the show as well, talking about the new society. So we adjusted to his time zone. Gawa na nasa US naman siya, so we're having him just talk about. With the new You, it's a podcast all about society and culture, straightforward, black and white. That's the main point of the show. Kung gusto mo, take it. If ayaw mo, leave it as is. Good night, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.